Ladies and gentlemen, it is December 5th. I hope your Tuesday is going fantastic. You had a great weekend, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Monday, not so good. Back to work. I hate Mondays. Do you hate Mondays, Shaun?
They're the worst, Pat.
But here's Tuesday to save the day. We got a good show for you today. We got a conversation with Brad Nortman, who went viral this weekend for a terrible attempt at a pass on a fire situation on your NFL television screen. We got a conversation with that Tactical Diggs, follow up about the NFL. We got conversations about everything. We went to the Big Ten championship game, and I got a chance to see a guy that I watched start his hustle, DJ Yoshi, with the Rutgers football team when I was in college. I was at West Virginia. We played Rutgers. Ray Rice was on the team. He had a really good reputation then. Everything was good then. It was way back in the day. But the Rutgers Stadium was a known low energy atmosphere at the time. Rutgers was getting good, so they were trying to build the energy in the stadium. So they brought in this guy, DJ Yoshi. He would play from like 2 hours before the game started. So in my pre-warm-up when I was kicking, DJ Yoshi's out there with like a standard flip-out flip cup table at a party with a little black tablecloth over top of it and one speaker sitting next to his little laptop plugging in with his little two turntables. I think I watched his actual first game with Rutgers because he was crushing it. I was like, yo, this fucking guy is going ham right now. There's like 25 people at this game, but this dude is crushing right now. This past weekend in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium, I watched DJ Yoshi do the Big Ten championship game at Lucas Oil Stadium. I'm like, Yoshi.
Moving on up. This is me, DJ Yoshi. I'm not down there no more.
From the outhouse to the penthouse. DJ Yoshi is what it's about. From the outhouse to the penthouse. DJ Yoshi is what it's about. From the outhouse to the penthouse. Anyways, it was awesome to watch.
If you don't know me, I'm DJ Yoshi. Get to know me, or she won't be. I kind of sometimes when I flow, I like to really just kind of like throw a little riddle ending. You know, like get them thinking, like wow,
a haiku.
Really? Yeah, they were flowing with me. But where do we go?
We're vibing, we're riding, but now you're gone, you're sliding.
Or am I not? Or am I still here? You'll never know.
Never know. But I just want to give a quick shout out to DJ Yoshi, for real. That was awesome to watch his little come up. And he was banging too, and he's not scared to drop his name in the middle. You know, some DJs, they don't want to put their name up. DJ Khaled is a guy that will put his name on everything. DJ Khaled!
No shit!
We the best! Who?
Funkmaster Flex, obviously. Loves to drop his name.
All the big name DJs, Arab Music. I don't know if you've ever heard him back in the day. He's a beat maker. He's incredible. Dropped their name in there. And DJ Yoshi was dropping his name in Lucas Oil Stadium in front of 70,000 people at the Big Ten championship game. Whenever I used to just watch him whenever I was trying to warm up with a little flip cup table and one speaker. And now
his name was Dan just then. He was just Dan to you, but not no more.
Not anymore. Now he's
DJ
Yoshi. Great name, by the way. I go with Yoshi when I'm doing Mario Kart. I respect that a lot.
And the fact that he wears a shell, too, during the DJs like that, that's commitment to the craft.
That's not what Yoshi does.
Yoshi has a shell. Don't he have a shell on his back?
No, today's is going to be a good show. Hit the music.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. He was a high school All-American, a college All-American. He was All-Pro in the NFL, but the thing that he's most proud of is during his show in Muncie, Indiana, he made a woman in the crowd laugh so hard, she shit her pants. Ladies and gentlemen, Pat McAfee!
I want to kick this show off with a little bit of fun factual action. This just then, date, hot off the fucking wire. Yoshi does have a shell. Yoshi has a shell.
It's a good shell, too. It's one that I should have known about. I feel bad about that. But DJ Yoshi does not have a shell. He just has a bunch of bangers. You're listening to The Pat McAfee Show. We appreciate you for taking time. That was at Shaun Latham, at Evan Foxy, at Ty Schmidt. We're living a wild life right now. We're living a good time. Pardon My Take came out here last week. We made a lot of good content with them. We got the holiday season right around the corner, and we got a New Year's Eve show that we are selling tickets for through Live Nation. It's at the Murrah. It's just something that I'm so excited to do. I get to celebrate New Year's Eve for real this year for the first time in a long time. So we're making it a show and an after party. There will be special surprise guests. There will be partying. There will be good times. Get your tickets now through Live Nation. It's at the Murrah. Come spend your New Year's with us. We're gonna make sure it's the best New Year's of your life. We're gonna party. We're gonna put on a show. We're gonna have a great time. Tickets went up sale a couple weeks ago. We haven't been promoting it much, but I think now is the time to sell it out. So it's going to sell out. Get your New Year's Eve plans done now.
Get it out the way.
Now. Just get them done now. Just go get one ticket, which takes care of the entire night, show, and after party. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait to spend the New Year's with whoever comes. We're going to have a great time. This past weekend and in the world, some cool shit happened. What's going on in the world, Ty?
So Time just released their short list of who potentially could be their person of the year, and to say the least, there were some interesting choices on there. Jeff Bezos, Trump, Jim Kong.
Well, hold on, though. Trump probably was going to win, but probably wasn't good enough.
That's right.
Probably is not good enough to take up a full day of photo shoots. Probably? Huh. I'm going to need a little bit more of a guarantee there. Huh? Don't you think there, bub?
Yeah, listen, if I don't get 100% confirmation out the gate.
Yeah, what are we wasting time for? I got some presidential shit to accomplish, so how about you go ahead and hand over that guarantee real quick? That'd be good.
Thanks, but
no thanks. Jeff Bezos deserves to make up his own magazine. He should just make up his own the Amazon magazine, and he names himself the Amazon world changer of forever.
Yeah.
Because now people do not even need to leave their house to buy anything ever again. You're welcome. That's probably your winner, right? I mean, Jeff Bezos has got to be the winner.
He's got to be.
Got to be.
He's richer than everybody.
And he's immediately impacted every human's life.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how it works, but I do know that it shows up at my house all the fucking time because my lady's Amazon. Like, I know that's how it works. It's the whole world's changed. The whole world has changed because of Jeff Bezos.
He's got his own shipping people. He's got facilities. He's doing food. He bought Whole Foods. Oh, he bought Trader Joe's, he bought Whole Foods. He's fucking.
He can buy anything.
Dropping drones. He's taking over video content. Like, what does this guy not do?
Time did not give him a probable thing. He's definitely Time. He's got to be the guy, right? Jeff Bezos has got to be the guy.
Well, I wonder what the criteria is. Like, you look at some of those other names.
Didn't Adolf Hitler win one year? Didn't Adolf Hitler win Time of the Year?
He might have. I'm not sure.
That's like their thing, is they're like, we don't decide just if it's good people. It's like who had the most influential year. If they say Jim Kong, who can't send a missile past the Sea of Japan, R.I.P.
R.I.P. to the whole Sea of Japan.
All of them.
The plankton.
Yep.
Whale, shark.
All of them.
All that. Mm-hmm. Minnows.
R.I.P. and peace to the Sea of Japan.
The Japanese minnows.
I'm worried about the fishes because the little fat man. His missiles are like pellets. Fish are eating Pac-Man. Vigilante raptivism like I'm Batman. Seriously. R.I.P. Sea of Japan. How can he win? Just because he's the largest troll on Earth? That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean shit.
Thank God he's on Twitter. That'll take a troll game to another level.
I cannot wait for him to get Twitter. Just him and Donald Trump truly beefing on Twitter. Like, now it's 280 characters at a time, plus a GIF option for him. If Jim Kong could scroll through the GIF options, he would be so happy. Oh my God!
At least get an iPhone with a fucking international plan on it.
Did you see like all the internet cables? They lit up a map that had like all the internet cables on Earth and how they all connect to each other. And there's just no cables going in or out of North Korea. It's like the only pitch black country. But somehow he has a mouthpiece outside that's sending out tweets for him. They're like, he is incredibly, excruciatingly upset with the indecisive, murderous words from the presidential campaign of the United States. Like, he speaks like Stephen A. Smith. It's outrageous, that fucking guy. Jeff Bezos has to win. All in favor of Jeff Bezos winning Time Man of the Year, say aye.
Aye.
So if that means anything, Time, go ahead and fucking take those 4
I
votes.
I didn't want to get bitter about this, but they kind of snubbed me on just the possibility.
Yeah, there was no probably.
There was rumbles. There was rumbles about me being nominated.
Possibly. And you said,
Well, you know what? Honestly, I don't feel that I'm that big yet that I can. I'll take a probably.
What about they sent you a possibly though? That
Yeah.
couldn't. You can't, as a human being, with pride, say yes to a possibly. You know,
Yeah.
Like there is a chance that you could possibly win. You're like, I'm gonna need a little bit more than a possibly.
At minimum, you have to send me some info, flight info. Let's go to the ceremony.
You have to send me a probably.
You know, it's like the Heisman. It's like the Heisman Award show. There's 8 dudes in it.
Hey, by the way, the Ray Guy Award fucking can suck all types of dicks.
Yeah, Ray
All of
Guy.
them.
We know what you're doing, bro.
Hey, Ray Guy, your little committee that puts together who the best punter is, them motherfuckers ain't know what a good punter is if they imagine dragging their ball sack all over your face, bro.
Yo, fuck your committee.
Yeah, cuz.
Bitch ass, weak ass, old fucking 1962 ass. Ain't got no fucking laces on a football, punting ass, back in the day ass, weak ass committee.
Face ass. No, I'm joking.
We're just kidding.
To the punters that didn't get named to the Ray Guy finalists, specifically Johnny Townsend and Trevor Daniel, Tennessee and Florida punters, you're about to make a lot of money kicking football, so don't give a fuck about Ray Guy had to say or any of his people, because they were wrong. You two are game changers. Just remember that. When you're watching that ESPN College Award show, just know that it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for the sponsors. It's
It's
nothing
all
else.
bullshit.
It's a goddamn dog and
It's all
pony.
fucking bullshit.
Fucking dog and pony show.
Sick of it. Make me get a suit?
Fucking fly. You better fly me out. You want me to come to your butt fucking award show. All right? I better have a fucking setup. I better see a guy with my name on
The plaque when I come down the escalator.
And I want to be one of the ones on the iPad when it fucking scrolls by. Not written out.
Yeah, because I'm sick of the lazy handwriting with the dry erase board of the names at the airport by Uber drivers. I'm sick of it.
And I want a 2-man crew picking me up because I want the other car to be curbside while the other fuckface lets my name roll across the iPad Pro screen.
Yeah.
I'm not walking to the parking lot with you.
Just a standard Uber X, too. We don't need any premium stuff.
Just the Uber X, like a Hyundai Excel or something.
Yeah, or a Kia.
Sorrento.
For real.
No older than an 010, no newer than an 013. Classic models, by the way.
Are we asking too much? I don't think so.
I don't think so. A couple bottles of water.
Can we live?
I mean, God, can we live? All right, welcome back to the Shaun Latham podcast.
It was an animal came in. Did you hear him?
What was that?
An animal came in.
It sounded like a hint of a baby elephant.
That's what it was. It's funny you said that. It's what it was.
Was that a baby elephant?
It was.
Did you buy a baby elephant?
What's that?
Did you buy a baby elephant?
I did.
Are you trying to turn this into a circus?
We bought a zoo. You ever seen that one with Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
Who?
Matt Damon.
Him.
Fucking Matt Damon. I'm going to be honest. I've never saw that movie.
You know, McConaughey and I had a moment, and I've told this story before, but I think it was before a lot of people listened to the show. Matthew McConaughey was at a New York Giants game. We were playing the Monday Night Football. Okay, he was with his kid. He looked like he was straight out of that fucking Lincoln commercial. He had a suit on, like a jacket, like right out of the back seat of, you know, time is just this ever-going circle where if you're driving a car, you can drive for good because Lincoln really sucks me where my dick is. What a human Matthew McConaughey is, just for future reference. But he was at New York Giants Monday Night Football, and we were playing against them, and we were warming up, and Adam Vinatieri is kicking field goals in warm-ups, and I'm down on my knee holding for him, you know. And I'm looking around, and I start seeing that New York Giants, they have like the stars coming out, right? McConaughey's there. There's a bunch of other New York personalities there. I think Strahan was there at the time. I was like, holy shit, this is a big deal. And while Vinny's setting up to kick like a 45-yard field goal or something in warm-ups, we're just fucking around. It's just me, Matt Overton, and Adam Vinatieri. I'm sitting there, and I'm down to take a spot, and Vinny goes back to take his steps, and I look over, and I make eye contact with McConaughey. I'm like, This is a moment right now. Like me and McConaughey are having a fucking real life moment, eye to eye with Livin, living motherfucker, right?
He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. I'm looking at him.
I'm like, lock it up. And we have a moment, and I start hitting my chest. Right?
Yeah.
McConaughey, what does he do? Starts hitting his chest back.
Yeah.
I'm Leonardo DiCaprio all of a sudden in that fucking scene.
Did you at least order a dry martini or something?
No, I do know that I fucking didn't let Rose push me off the goddamn board. I know that in the fucking water. I got up on the board in that situation because I was Leo. But Vinny kicked. I go like, holy shit. I go, set, hold, bang. Vinny kicks it. I go, that was coolest thing I've ever been a part of in my life. And Vinny's like, it was a 45-yard field goal. I'm like, Vinny, how about you get off your own dick right there? I just had the Wolf of Wall Street situation just pop off with Mr. Lincoln himself, fucking McConaughey over there. It was a real moment. And for me, that's like a top 5 moment in my life for him. Just a fucking raindrop in a fucking thunderstorm for him. Doesn't even remember that happening, I bet. It made my whole life. My whole life. It was like just me and him, just eye to eye, you know? Like where he's pulling out cocaine in that scene, just I see him almost go for his like if his kid wasn't there, maybe McConaughey just pulls out a fucking, you know, just a quick little
key bump,
little wake me up,
a little nose candy,
little Colombian bam 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 bam,
a little bit of real quick like.
I just want to let you know that I've done these similar situations with both McConaughey and Calvin motherfucking Harris. People forget about Calvin Harris, me just making eye contact with him in the middle of a nightclub while wearing an NWO t-shirt and a sombrero and fucking stone cold Steve Austining 2 24-ounce dillies right to the face right across the way from him and then punting both bottles into the crowd and Calvin Harris just shaking his head and then going back to whatever button he pushes to play the great songs. I don't know.
I'll tell you what, lucky him. He gets to fucking tell that story the rest of his life.
That's what I'm saying. Like, will Matthew McConaughey ever tell that story, I wonder? Like, at any holiday. So I was watching the boys kick the other day, and the holder, it was the weirdest thing. He just looked up at me, and we had that moment, you know, where it was, and it felt like I was looking at a much uglier Leonardo DiCaprio down there on his knees right in front of Vinny while he's got his ball sack right there.
This impression is fucking dead on.
I know. Have you ever heard this one? This is my favorite Matthew McConaughey situation of all time. And the fact that not more people don't know it kind of makes me upset. Because I feel like this is what McConaughey would have said to me if he could have at that exact. This is what he was saying with just his hands.
How you doing, Kenny?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Well, it's no time for a pep talk. I would like to take a knee here with you and say a prayer.
So imagine Matthew McConaughey and me making eye contact and me knowing that this is what he wants to say to me, but his kid's around, so he can't say it, and I'm holding for Adam. We're both busy, but with his eyes and his hand motion, this is what he says to me.
Will you pray with me?
Yes, Matthew.
To Jesus?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Dear Jesus, we come to you with gratitude on this evening, with thanks for shepherding this man, Kenny Powers, to a personal victory. The fact that we sit here now with you, Lord, in this clubhouse is proof that Kenneth Powers has successfully sucked his dreams dick, Lord. And I, Kenneth, know that there is much more to come. The finish line, Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Give him strength of fist to stay among the stroke, that you relax his throat to embrace this bulging opportunity.
Give me strength, fucking Jesus.
Give him strength, Lord Jesus.
Endless strength, fucking Jesus.
It's going to bring a fortified ejaculation tonight for the first time in his own public demonstration in front of you and the world, Jesus.
Super chill, Jesus Christ.
It's come time. And it's up to you, Kenny. Spit or swallow. You know the answer. Thank you, Jesus. Amen.
Fuck yeah, Jesus. Amen.
That's what happened, basically.
That's
You know? That's basically what happened, and nobody talks about that. I went on to punt a ball at least 50 yards that night. Nobody talks about that type of stuff.
But you know what? That's just how this whole operation works. Like, some of the largest, most spectacular moments are only shared with a very small group of people. And you just happen to be lucky enough for this to happen.
Yeah. He looked me right in my eye, and with his eyes, without his mouth saying anything, his eyes and his fist to his chest told me that tonight was the night I make my dreams dick come. And I sucked it dry.
And you know what? You swallowed it all.
Didn't I?
Yep. Every last drop of that dream.
I swallowed every ding sauce out of that dream's dick.
You even opened your mouth and went, look, all gone. You stuck your tongue out and all that. Just to prove, let everybody know that every drop of your dream was inside of you now.
I wanted him to know that, though, after, and he was nowhere. I never seen him again. So the only time I saw him is when his eyes told me to suck my dream's dick, and then we never talked again.
You want me to text him?
Yeah, I'd tell AJ Hawk to text him. Okay. Speaking of sucking dreams' dicks, are you struggling to find the perfect gift for someone who has it all, Shaun?
I've been struggling for 2 weeks now, Pat.
Haven't you? I've heard you mention that a couple times.
It's been driving me insane.
Like, man, all these people, all these gifts, like, what do they want? I know what they want, Shaun. They want 2 filet mignons, 2 top sirloins, 2 boneless pork chops, 4 boneless chicken breasts, 4 kielbasa sausages, 4 burgers, 4 potatoes au gratin, 4 caramel apple tartlets, 1 Omaha steak seasoning packet, plus
good news coming your way.
Heads up, coming in hot.
Here it comes.
Good news is coming in fucking hot.
Wheels down.
4 more kielbasa sausages. Are you kidding me? For free.
Now, I'm not a mathematist, Pat, as you'd say.
Scientician even.
But I'll tell you right now, that sounds like about 8 kielbasa sausages.
Right there, plus 2 filet mignons, 2 top sirloins, 2 boneless pork chops, 4 chicken breasts boneless, 4 burgers, 4 potatoes au gratin, 4 caramel apple tartlets, and 1 Omaha steak seasoning packet.
That's 22 pieces of meat.
All for $49.99.
And we've talked about this before, Pat. I know it's the sale is ticking. The time on this sale is ticking. The window's closing.
Tick, tick.
The move here is
tick,
double
tick.
down, get 2. Double down, 44 pieces of meat.
What?
8, double down, as what I said.
I don't know if you know what you said there.
It
sounded like you lost it.
Well, I just get so excited about eating. Sometimes I yell out the word in any form of living.
I think what you wanted to say was 16 kielbasa sausages if you buy 2 of these for under $100 with 4 filet mignons, 4 top sirloins, 4 boneless pork chops, 8 boneless chicken breasts, 8 potatoes au gratin, 8 burgers, 8 caramel apple tartlets, and 2 Omaha steak seasoning packets. Get 2 of them for under $100. Under $100.
That's right there, what we call in the streets a goddamn steal.
What?
It's a steal.
A hustle, some would say.
What are we doing? You find us up the back of a truck, you letting them go online?
Oh, you're giving away the food.
I don't get it.
Omaha Steaks are just giving away meat?
Yeah, but we better get involved in this before they go out of business, Pat.
Get involved. Write your senators. Write your congressmen.
Let everybody know. Get the word out.
Get involved that Omaha Steaks is giving away shit. They're probably getting around taxes somehow here. I don't know how you give away this much food for this good of a deal. There's something going on, Shaun, and I don't know how I could love it more. To be honest, just a company just giving away the farm, literally?
So many options.
What?
You got a Friday night, you make steaks. Maybe you got a Wednesday night, it's with the kids, you hanging out after practice, you make burgers.
Oh, you need some kielbasas?
Invite some friends over. You got 16 kielbasa sausages.
And don't worry about it. For those of you who have a sweet tooth, guess what? 4 caramel apple tartlets.
And I'm going to say save those right before bed. Go take a shower.
Oh.
Maybe get a little scoop of ice cream.
What?
Pop a tartlet in.
What?
Good news. You're going to bed happy.
Oh, my God. Your taste buds, you know what they're doing? They're coming all night, too. So not only are you sucking your dreams dick, like Matthew McConaughey told you, now you're sucking your taste buds right where their dick is. And that is with a beautiful, warmed up caramel apple tartlet with some ice cream on top after you just ate a great filet mignon and then you tossed in a kielbasa and a burger. Are you kidding? What a night. All that under $49.99. OmahaSteaks.com. Enter code PAT in the search bar for all of that. OmahaSteaks.com with my code PAT in the search bar, PAT, and get the best gift or give the best gift on earth. People are going to be like, you gave too much. You gave too much. We owe you. Yeah, you do.
Wow.
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 My go-to moves, I wake up after I eat the tartlet with the ice cream. Mm-hmm. I pop in one of the sirloins.
Right in
on
where?
A Saturday morning.
In the oven?
I put it on a burner.
Right over there.
4 minutes each side.
Bing, bang,
Medium
boom.
rare, beautifully pink inside. Little salt, pepper, maybe a little garlic salt. I drop a couple eggs on her.
Wow. Whoa. Brunch all of a sudden.
All of a sudden, here I am styling and profiling.
Limousine
at
ride.
the house.
All by yourself flexing.
Flexing on myself.
Taking a picture, posting it. Hey, who wants to hang out today? This is my morning. I'm just having a little good one here.
Nothing big here. Nothing here to see. Just a delicious Omaha steak and eggs setup.
No big deal. No big deal. Steak, eggs, and kegs. No big deal.
Hello.
Hello.
Guess who's home?
Don't forget about the potatoes au gratin. The potatoes au gratin. Still don't have a clue what those are, but I think they're probably pretty good. What the fuck are they?
They're great. They're baked.
I'm big.
You're baked.
What else happened in the world?
So I know you followed this pretty closely last week, going into the weekend. Is Tiger back? He finished 8 under, tied for 9th. There were only 18 people in the field, but he looked pretty good.
He is back, 100%. His back is back.
His back is back. Guess who's back?
Back again.
Tiger's back. Back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Tigers. Guess who's back? Tigers. Guess who's back? Tigers. Guess who's back?
Tigers.
Back is
Kid had pep in his step.
hopping around.
I was like, is it 1997 right now?
Moving day Saturday, not good. It was his only bad day, but then he bounced back. So that mental war that we were all worried about, the Tiger was just going to throw in the club, you know? Nope. His back fought through his mental warfare.
I hope.
And he was the lock of the century, by the way. If you listened to me last week, I got this bet that was very tough to find. I don't know where I found it, but I bet on him, and he won. And I think that's what next golf season is. It's the time to get back on the Tiger hype train because he wants to be great again. I think Tiger wants to be great. He wants to be back in the spotlight. That's why he was peacocking around on the driving range. That's why he came out wearing all black with a white belt. Ooh.
A white belt?
Ooh.
Motherfucker better not wear the white belt unless you're back.
Ooh.
I dare a motherfucker to wear a white belt when you ain't back for real.
Ooh.
Or your back's back. Better be back too.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Tiger's back. It's back.
Tell a friend.
Guess who's back? Tiger's back.
Guess who's back?
Tiger's back.
Guess who's back?
Tiger's back is back. Jack.
I'm pumped, dude.
So pumped. So everybody was just tuning into golf. I had the Golf Channel on, just watching it. And what's that one commercial they have on there? I don't even want to say it.
How about this?
No, we got to address it because I guess it's a big time golf community thing because I wasn't allowed to make a joke about it because everybody told me I'd be roasted. They sell, what are the pants called that don't go all the way to your ankle, Nick or Shaun?
Capris.
No, they start with Nick. Do you remember? They're called like something. Do you guys?
Yeah, it's like the New York, what the Knicks used to be called.
Yeah, but the full word.
Yeah,
what is the full word? Foxy, maybe you could take a shot at it. What are the?
I think I'm blanking on this
Oh,
one.
are you? Yeah.
Knickerbockers.
Oh, there they are. Say it again. What was it?
Knickerbockers.
Boy, they got a commercial where they say that word a lot, and boy, it all runs together pretty quickly.
Yeah,
and it does.
They drop the Bocker and add an S.
Yeah, they go hard. They go hard. Say it again.
Knickerbockers.
Boy, you better be ready when you say that word.
So what's the short version?
No, Knicks. I think, or the short version, but there's this commercial where an extremely old Caucasian fella is talking about these knickerbockers, and boy, it sounds a lot like another word at the beginning. And I was like, holy shit, they're letting this fly on the Golf Channel? And then the thing popped up like knickerbockers.com. I was like, oh, that's what you were saying. Whew, sounded a lot like a couple G's back there. Just want to let you know.
With a soft day.
Yeah, sounded like some G's back there in the earlier part of your ad. But I guess that's like a golf joke. That's like part of their marketing campaign is that everybody thinks that that's what's happening. It's like, it's an aggressive strategy.
Yeah, real aggressive.
You got away with it, though, because it's true. I mean, Knickerbocker sounds a lot like a good time. I mean, and I guess they're great pants. But, boy... My first 5 minutes watching the Golf Channel, and I hadn't watched Golf Channel in years, and that popped up. I was like, I wasn't watching TV. I was just like looking away, and I heard it. I'm like, what the fuck is the Golf Channel doing? What are we doing here?
Now, you know that word short is knickers.
Hey,
and that's what they were saying in the commercial.
yeah, jeez. That's
ask me where my wallet is.
Where's your wallet?
My wallet is in my knickers over there.
Wow. See, that's what I'm saying. We should stay away from that on this show. Golf Channel, I thought they were getting a little greedy. But here you are talking about a pair of pantsoms.
Well, it's N-I-C-K.
I don't even think that's right. I think it's
K-N-I.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Even worse.
For sure.
That K-N, man. Oh, it's not a lot of fucking positive history there.
The KNs?
K-N, a lot of nights, things like that. Anything to do with nights at night. These guys are doing stuff at nighttime.
It's not how it started. I don't think that's how the night started. I don't think they were like the SEAL Team 6 where they only operated at night. That's why I don't think that's why they called them nights.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, though, but you don't know if it's true or not, so you can't really. You're just going to say this is an educated guess on your part that I'm wrong.
You're pretty sold that you're right.
I'm also just sold that we're not sure that I'm wrong. I'm not sold that I'm right.
What is that, doubt? That's Dateline NBC, by the way. Every week they're just looking to put doubt in the mind of the jurors because then it cannot be convicted. That's what you just tried to do right there.
Well, it's a thing for a reason.
Dateline needs to pick their shit up, by the way. I've been watching. My lady loves Dateline, so it's like our Friday night move because I'm like dead by then. I get home. It starts at 9. Let's go watch it. Have a good. I'm going to sleep in on Saturday. Remember, the sleeping hours are like the nuts in my mouth for the squirrel on Saturdays. They kind of stack up for the rest of the week. And we watch Dateline, and I'm like probably 6 weeks into this Dateline run. It's too easy. Shit's too easy. They give away too much too early, and then they try to put me on a ride, like a spin zone a little bit in the middle, about like 45 minutes into an hour and 15 in. And I already got you figured out, Lester. Hey, Lester Holt, I need to tell you this. You need to start making it tougher for me. Because the first 5 weeks, I was all in. I love it. I love Dateline. It's like, oh. But then whenever they just introduce a character out of nowhere, and it seems as if the lighting is good, and it looks like they're in a living room, but really they're just in jail. Like they're setting you up. It's a jail interview. I'm starting to pick up the little tendencies of their makeup artist that's in the jail. I'm starting to pick them up. That's a jail interview right there. Sam's like, stop it. Jesus, why do you have to do that? I'm like, that's on me. I'm sorry. That background looks fake. Like she would never have that background in her house, I don't think. Sam's like, you're such a fucking asshole. I'm like, it's her though. She did it. She's in jail.
Why does that make you an asshole?
Because we're 45 minutes into this thing and I'm already ruining it. It's like,
oh, okay.
Because I ruin it.
Oh, yeah, because of the reveal you've just told me.
Yeah. So do you watch Dateline ever?
No, I don't have cable. Why would I have cable in my house?
I'm not coming after you for it. I appreciate it.
You really, it was a long pause and a sit down of an item there, and it was loud. So it was like one of those like disgust drops. She was like, "Oh my god!" Like when someone just like they just can't handle it anymore.
I wish. I'm thinking about doing it. If it wasn't for NFL Sunday Ticket, I would probably do it. But you can get that online now, so I don't even need it. But I like NBC a lot. I don't like the local affiliate much. Because they fuck around too much and get in these negotiation deals with DirecTV and then lose the first half of the fucking NFL season. Like, hey, man, I need my fucking Pat Sajak and my Trebek every night. All right, I need Trebek to belittle me a little bit. So I feel stupid whenever I don't know an answer. I need Sajak to be out there drunk with Vanna White every night. And on Friday, this Dateline show gets me into the weekend. And Lester Holt's making it too easy for me. They break down an entire case. Talk about how they interview people, the whole thing. And they're normally interviewing somebody from jail. And it's just like, you got to figure out which one it is, which background looks fake. And they're like, oh, that one's only getting interviewed solo. The other ones are like with 3 people. Oh, probably in jail. That's probably it. And now we're 35 minutes into this thing. It's just starting to take its turn into a crazy murder scene. And I'm like, boop, this one did it. Whatever this one's saying, it's not right. It's what everybody else is saying. Sam's like, you're an asshole.
You have to make Sam take you to a murder mystery dinner. Also, side note, Vanna White. Saw a little rumor the other day. What she does is she wakes up in the middle of the night, she sleepwalks, and opens and closes all her cabinet doors.
All right.
That's true.
All right. When in your brain did that hit? At what point, whenever I was going through that, did your brain just like see Vanna White sleepwalking and moving windows?
No, cabinet doors.
When I was mid-sentence. She is so good at that, by the way. Sometimes you can tell she's getting upset because she knows the letter's right next to her, but they're making her walk to the other side, and she like just stands by it and looks at it, and then they're like, oh, there it goes, and she lights it up. She's like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, I forgot she don't flip no more, but she used to flip them, and that's the subconscious part that makes her open the cabinet doors now.
Vanna and Pat Sajak are some of the most positive people on earth, by the way. It's always just a good time, and there's no bullshit. It's just like, oh, yep. We got 3 T's, by the way. Some people are terrible.
3 T's.
I play on the app, Wheel of Fortune on the app. I'm tough to handle on there. I get on there, I probably win it. There's a couple games on Idiot Test. I feel real good about how we would do an Idiot Test. Feel real good. Just because the same way I figure out Dateline, I figure out Idiot Test. It's the same strain of brain, I think. Wheel of Fortune, another one I would crush in. Jeopardy, I would be so negative. Because I'm going for it, for sure. Like those people that just sit around and not answer, what are you doing up there? Why are you even holding that buzzer?
Well, because they'll get negative points.
That's what we're looking for, though. You're going to walk out of there either in last place anyways. You might as well just...
why not be the record holder for most negative points?
As soon as the question comes out, too, because you got a good 15 seconds to think about it. It's like,
Oh, that's way...
Whoa, Alex, what a question.
No way, 15 seconds.
What a question. It's like 10 seconds. You get like 10 seconds. There's numerous times where the person has hit it, and before they've gotten their answer out, the thing hasn't come yet, and I've thought of the answer. I'm like, oh, if I've got 10 extra seconds, you can get it. But boy, I would go very negative. But that Wheel of Fortune game, it's a word search. It's not a crossword. It's more of a word search than a crossword. Crossword puzzle people are good at Jeopardy. Word search people are good at Wheel of Fortune. That's where I'm real in there in that word search world.
What about Family Feud? I feel like you'd be pretty good at that too.
I want to host Family Feud. When Steve Harvey moves on after he's made his $1 billion here hosting 100 shows, I want to be the next guy to go in for Family Feud. That show, Steve Harvey's always pulling for the African-American family against the white family. The white family always gives the most absurd answers all the time. Steve Harvey's leaning heavy against them. And then the what is it? The end showcase.
Fast Money.
Fast Money. There it is. Boy, you know there's some grudges that get held with family members there whenever they just have a dumbass answer.
Like you know the guy needs like 10 points.
I got
botches. Yeah.
I got you 140. You couldn't get me 60 points? Your dumbass answers. Name a topping on a pizza. You said watermelon. What are you doing? Like the white people get so angry at each other. You could see like they don't even afterwards because it very much promotes like a hugging and like a happy situation. And you can tell that it's a lot of fake clapping until that camera goes off and it's like, fucking Johnny, we knew you shouldn't have been in there. Fast Money, you fucking idiot. And think about the holiday seasons. That's the only time those families get to compete together ever. And they got to go sit at a holiday gift and be like, you remember back in 2017 when old Johnny here made it to Fast Money with Steve Harvey and he blanked and got 0 points after I gave him 160? You remember that? You remember that? We could have won 20,000 and a car.
You know what the key is how long you pause. The pause been reading, and then you got to say, like, so you got to go. You get the answer from the person, right? As you're the host. Mm-hmm. And then you go, Knuckles. Okay.
Facial expressions, everything.
100 people surveyed. Things your uncle might drag into the house.
Yeah.
Knuckles. Show me Knuckles.
His face, though, is the best. He gets so angry with some people's answers. So angry. Steve Harvey is crushing it right now. Crushing it. And he sent that email out. Remember to all the staffers, like, don't accost me with your fucking dumbass ideas. I don't want to hear it. I was very against it at the time, but it makes so much sense now that I'm in the position that I am in right now. I was thinking maybe we make a video about blah, 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 blah. Okay. With me? What are you talking to me about right now? I just want to make a video about blah, blah, blah. I think it'll do well. Okay, I don't, but like, go ahead and make it. I don't know what you're talking to me for. Okay, sounds good. Have a good one. That's what Steve Harvey has to deal with at a very high level on a daily basis. All of his writers want to pitch their own shows, I bet. The way he went about doing it was stupid, though. It was stupid.
That email?
Yeah, it was dumb. It was a bad idea.
I have a really good idea.
What is it?
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah, we're about to wrap this up and send it into the Brad Nortman conversation right now.
Can you cut that out?
No.
I'll hold it.
No, I think we just let it.
Hold it.
I think we just let it go. Don't you think?
Let what go?
Because we got to interview Brad Nortman in like 3 minutes, so maybe we just go ahead and cut this off and just go right to Brad Nortman's interview.
Okay.
Do you have anything parting words before?
Well, no. I mean, I wasn't like trying to. I just want to piss my pants in the chair.
Are you excited for this interview with Brad Nortman?
I'm pumped about this interview.
What do you think you're going to learn about him in this interview?
You know what? I have no expectations on what I learn. I'm just excited to learn what I do learn.
Wow. Well, with that being said, Shaun's going to piss, and we're going to set up this interview with Brad Nortman, Jaguars punter and holder who got killed this past weekend. Here we go. Joining me now from what appears to be a condo or an apartment in Duval, the punter for the Jacksonville Jaguars, who yesterday had a fake punt that went for like 38 yards or something like that, a dime down the middle to a releasing tight end, I believe. Then he had a punt inside the 5-yard line, which was checked up perfectly. But what I am talking to him about today was a fire situation where he was set up for failure for a long time. These fire plays, if a botched field goal happens, everybody has the same go-to fire play. Brad Nortman fell into it yesterday because the long snapper sent one short on him. He did a great job trapping it. He gets it up. Josh Lambo refuses to kick it in true diva style. Then all of a sudden what happens is a roll right, double punch to the chest by a 6'8" guy, which turned into a viral video that I very much enjoyed creating because I've been in that situation before. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the best punters in the NFL, a guy who's riding the highs and lows of the Jacksonville Jaguars season this year, of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Brad Nortman.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. I mean, you summed it up well. It was a roller coaster day yesterday.
The fake punt going in, did you guys know you were going to call that first punt?
Yeah, well, once we got a couple first downs, we decided to put it on, and so for the next several plays leading up to it, we had it on, and they came out and showed the look that we wanted. And once I saw it, I was like, "Holy crap, we're actually gonna run this." So a little bit out of the comfort zone. Usually, I'm better off at just dropping it and kicking it, but I thought I threw a nice little dime right down the middle.
That's what I'm talking about. Give yourself a little credit.
Hundreds of people too. We're dual threats. You had several throughout your career, so I'm just trying to keep it going.
How are you in practice? Do you make every pass in practice? Like whenever these fakes come up, you have to execute them in practice for them to get called into game. I feel like you must have a pretty high completion percentage in practices.
I do. It was pretty good. All but one throughout the whole week was good to go. The biggest fear of mine was overthrowing them.
Yes.
Schematically, it was good to go. Should have been wide open, and I just didn't want the adrenaline to let it sail 20 yards down the field. So it's just a nice little touch pass right down the middle. Boy, it worked out perfect.
Good for you. It looked like a Tim Tebow type throw, like a Tim Tebow play. That's a Tim Tebow play where everybody's coming and then he just does a little dump pass over top. And I thought you delivered it perfectly.
Thank you. I'd say my form was probably Tebow-esque too. Kind of, not really a lot of shoulder. It was just kind of all like elbow. Right?
Clean floater.
Whatever gets it done, though.
You heard it here first. Brad Nortman, punter for the Jaguars, just said Tebow can't throw. I heard it. You heard it.
Wow.
We heard it, Brad.
I heard it.
Hey, now let's talk about this fire play. And I mentioned it a little bit in the video, which I'm happy. Did you watch it? You got a chance to see the video, right?
I did. Yeah, it was wildly entertaining.
Good. I'm happy you enjoyed it.
It's more fun to watch the video than to actually experience it.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, you were in a nightmare situation because in practice, like once every couple of weeks, they'll be like, all right, throwing a fire today just to see if everybody's on their shit, And in a fire situation, you're supposed to roll whichever way you have called, and then the tight end's supposed to release to like the corner, then you got a wing that goes to the flat, and then the backside tight end normally runs a post, so you have 3 options. But in a field goal, everything happens so fast. So when you say fire, normally guys are on the ground. There's no way for them to get out. So even in practice, it doesn't work. And then here you are in a game. I'm assuming you're going through the same type of mindset as me right there, right?
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, in practice, it's kind of casual and you run it at a speed. And honestly, every time somebody always runs off the edge and they just kind of fly right by you in practice. And you got a nice open toss right to the guys that are out there. But in the game, holy cow, it happens so much different. Those guys are actually not flying by you, but they're there to crush you, which actually happened. So, like you said, how this whole thing unfolded is obviously we're on our third snapper, and obviously he would have liked to have had that snap back.
For sure.
I felt like I was still able to trap it and get it down to have it be at least a kickable ball because, as a holder, it's sort of laser-like focus on just getting the hold, right? Yep. I'm not really thinking about, hey, if this goes bad, I'm going to hit fire. I was just all thinking about the hold. So I was able to get it there, but Josh didn't feel like...
Did you talk to him afterwards? So you left him hanging afterwards, right after you got decleated and were parallel to the ground. Josh Lambo came over, and I think he gave you like a my bad man or something like that because he didn't kick it. Did you say anything to him afterwards like, hey, man, you kicked that, at least we have an effort. Did you say that at all?
Well, we reconciled on the sideline. It was... In the moment, I did leave him. I didn't even realize I left him hanging, to be honest, on the field. I saw it in your video that I think I was just still kind of like, what the hell just all happened kind of thing, because I got it down, and so he didn't feel like
he had enough time.
So he was actually the one that called fire. I didn't call fire. So, yeah, so I got it down, and I was holding it. All of a sudden, I see him move past the ball and call fire. So I was like, oh, shit. So I picked it up and just started running, and I evaded one guy, and but then big number 92 he just crushed me. I haven't been hit that hard in literally probably 10 years.
That juke though was righteous. The juke you had was you legit juked a guy in the NFL in a professional football game. You hit an L1 button, stick 'em, bang, and juked a guy.
Yeah, playmaking ability is high given the opportunity, but strength and other things that I feel like are up there. It wasn't good. Towards the end of the play,
I saw gloves on both hands. Is that how you do for holding, or is it because man, if I get loose on this fire situation, I got to have grip on both sides?
Yeah, and it just looks a little sweeter too. So but it helps with the holds, and then obviously in that kind of situation, it was probably one of the reasons why I was able to get the pass off. As I was going down to the ground, as you observed, to be horizontal and to have no limb touching the ground at any given time is not good for a punter. So to be able to at least get the ball off was probably a win, but I definitely paid for it.
Yeah, and you still threw it away. It was an incredible play. You look like Kurt Warner, Ben Roethlisberger, even Peyton Manning late in his career where he had a glove on his throwing hand. Eli, he got benched for it. But I thought you looked damn good, Brad.
I felt like it was a one-man show out there, if I'm going to be honest with you. I had about five, hey, my bads after that. Like the snapper, Josh, and then a couple of linemen, some guys that didn't really know what to do, some guys that didn't really say, hey, my bad. And I get it, right? Like it's total spur of the moment. No one's really prepared for it. So it's not like you expect the play to go well. Is there a play in football that the odds are stacked against you more?
No.
There can't be.
Even an onside kick has a higher success percentage in practice and in games than a fucking fire. That has no success chance.
It was a PAT, and we got 15 yards to go now just to get the two-pointer. So maybe back in the day when you're on the two, but boy, to get 15 yards, no chance.
Yeah, there was no first down in sight either. There wasn't like a dump to the side to pick up a couple yards to steal a first down. You were in complete all-or-nothing mode with zero chance of success happening.
It was, yeah.
You hit the ground. You look like you took the bump pretty well. Is your body sore today from that? I made a tackle, right? Every time I'd make a tackle, it would be big-time conversation. Everybody would talk about, your tackle. Well, I was sore legit for the next 3 days because my body wouldn't be used to taking that type of punishment. Are you sore today at all after getting flattened by a 6'8" motherfucker?
I'm sore. I don't know how you could not be sore. I honestly wake up with so much more respect for all of our teammates because they go through that on a daily basis, multiple times a day. The thing is for me is when I threw it, I really couldn't catch myself. I landed completely on my right hip. So back of the right hip, like upper glute kind of thing. So I'm feeling that today. There's a nice little righteous bruise there. I'm kind of walking with a little bit of a swag walk because of it. But
walking into the training room it's the best. I would make a tackle, right? I'd make a tackle, and the day before I'm getting celebrated for this, right? And then the next morning I'd have to walk in like real quiet and find a trainer and be like, yo, yeah, everything hurts on me. You know what? Everybody was cheering for me yesterday and like dapping me up like that was awesome because I had some Toradol inside of me. But like right now, my whole body's sore, so you guys are gonna have to get some Stem and Ice stat. I need some stim and ice stat.
I mean, things that hurt, I didn't realize could hurt. You know, any kind of contact is bad contact for a punter.
I agree, and everybody's going to make fun of us for this situation, but this isn't like your backyard football with your kid. That was a 6'8" grown man who does hand-to-hand combat on a daily basis, just chucking you in your chest, and you becoming parallel to earth, and then whammy on your old ass hip, Brad. You're getting old now.
It is, and it's almost like it's like getting hit with a cannonball. Like literally, I was up and I was like, holy cow, this is the situation. I'm trying to process it. We're gonna pull this off. And I was on my feet, and in a moment's notice, I'm on the ground. Like I almost didn't know what happened. Right? It just happened so quick. You're up, bam, on the ground. It's just, I mean, it's like it with a cannonball. All
right, let's pile on the bad, and then we'll end with the good. Wisconsin just completely had no chance this past weekend. I went to the game, and after watching warm-ups, it was very easy to see that Ohio State was going to win. Wisconsin looked so scared, and Ohio State, I'd never seen a more confident-looking team going into a game, but then it became a real game because that's what Wisconsin does. You're an alum. Did you watch that game? How'd you feel watching your quarterback shot put balls all over the place? How'd you feel? How did it make you feel?
I watched it. It was hard to watch. I mean, we've been cruising all year, and so it's been great watching all year. And then the things that we were great at all year just didn't translate for every reason that game. Couldn't get the running game going. Big plays against our defense, which is usually super stingy. It was hard to watch.
Good word right there. Good
stingy,
word.
Yeah, you can use it if you want to. It's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, it was hard, but obviously, like Ohio State, really great athletes. I mean, really nothing to lose. That's what I kind of felt like. I felt like Wisconsin was in position, okay, we have to win. You know, we're in this position for the playoff. Ohio State, I felt like was really loose. Nothing really to lose. They come out there and they played well. Hard to watch. It was a bummer.
I bet heavy on Wisconsin because I was with Big Cat and I wanted to be a supportive friend, and it just did not end well. End well.
That is a good friend.
Thank you. Least. That's what I want you to know, that whenever we become friends, whenever we're around each other in the future, I think you'll know that you have a good friend. I will bet on a terrible team if you want me to.
That is loyalty right there.
Thanks, man. You have a monster leg. I don't think I respected it enough whenever you were with Carolina. And then when you came to Jacksonville, I watched you in some warm-ups. You have a monster fucking leg. And you're playing for a team right now that's defense is really good. For a punter, if you have a good defense, it's a lot of fun. Because it's like we'll pin them, and now let the defense go get them. That's like the mindset. Like, I'll pin them, you get them, basically. And that's what's happening in Jacksonville. You guys are very successful. It has to be a lot of fun.
Thank you. I mean, it really is. And like, as you said, to punt for a defense that's really good, your punts get rewarded. If you have a good punt, you absolutely get rewarded because you get to see your defense stop them. Offense gets the ball back, and we're rolling. So it's a great season so far. It's been an awesome culture change, and it's just good to get back to winning ways. And I mean, and Pat, you know, the losing seasons just kind of trudge on, and they're horrible. The ones where you're winning and having fun, they fly by, and you know, looking forward to getting back in there on Wednesday morning to just start another week because it's been fun.
This is a Victory Monday for you right now.
Victory Monday. Hard to beat it.
What are you going to do?
Well, I got the lift done already.
Nice. What'd you do? Leg day? Leg day on Monday?
It was leg day, but it was hard when I squatted. I kind of felt it, and that. I didn't lower the weight. I upped it from last week because I'm a football player. I'm in the NFL. That's what I do, and I got a little cold tub, and then just kind of hang out the rest of the day. Maybe run some errands. Just live a little bit of a domesticated life. So.
Maybe head to IKEA, pick up some pictures.
Don't know if we'll have enough time, Brad. I don't know. You're married. You're wifed up. Does she? Do you have you live alone in Jacksonville? Because I was creeping on your Twitter a little bit today to learn about you. She lives in New York, I feel like, right? She's a model. You got like a supermodel wife?
Yeah, she's a model. So she does a lot of traveling. So she lives here, but then she'll just go sometimes for 3-4 days at a time, sometimes more if need be. So right now, New York is the agency that she's in and focusing most on. So she kind of goes back and forth, like Monday to Thursday night kind of thing. She's also in a LA agency, Miami one. So she just kind of spends time in those locations. And it's great because it's kind of up to her when she wants to go there, make herself available, or if she gets called on to a job, she obviously would have to go. But it's nice because there's not a lot of really great jobs for wives out there for an NFL player because
the time
moving around, seasonality, right? Like, I mean, it's all football. Then we get like 4 months off. So it's really a great thing. And then in the off seasons, a lot of time I just go wherever she is. which is kind of nice for me to do that too then.
That's awesome. Two young professionals doing life right. The Nortmans are living life large. Although he has a bad hip right now, he's still upped his weight in his squat rack. Get off his ass. He had a fake punt yesterday. The Jaguars are flying. Brad Nortman, I appreciate you for joining us, man.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. It was a blast.
Hey, on Wisconsin.
On Wisconsin, that's right.
And is eat shit and then fuck you a real quote? Is that a real chant?
It is, yeah. The whole student section, about 20,000 strong, about 10,000 saying eat shit, and the other 20,000 saying fuck you. So that's a real wholesome environment there.
Hey, good luck to your Jaguars. It's been a lot of fun to watch you guys become a real good team. I think the AFC South needs it. I think the NFL needs it. But also, if you're going to put pools in your stadium, you might as well give them a reason to celebrate. Shad Khan's doing it right. I'm happy for you down there, Brad. Thank you so much, and good luck the rest of the year, Brad. Attaboy.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Great conversation with that guy. Tell you what, great teeth on him.
Wow, I got some nice teeth.
You can't see it in a podcast. You don't get a chance to really visualize the teeth of a guy, and that sucks because you just listen to a conversation with a guy who I don't think there's a better set of teeth on any human on earth.
It looks like he just chews on butterflies.
All day. All day.
That's how nice his teeth were.
Great fucking teeth. Good guy, too. He's funny.
Yeah, he was funny.
And he's got a cannon of a fucking, like, we were in London town, and I was watching him in warm-ups, and he was just launching these balls. I'm like, holy shit. This guy's got a big old leg, swinging hard. Boom. Fake punt on the record books for him now.
What a floater.
Little completion, huh? Said he didn't want to overthrow him? Okay. Then he got killed. Fucking killed. What did he say? It was like a bowling ball hit him in the chest or
Like
something?
a cannonball, yeah.
Cannonball.
I'm dead. Today's episode is brought to you by our friends at Lisa Sleep. Lisa is an innovative mattress company and, more importantly, Larry 2 sponsor. Rest in peace. RIP to Larry 2. For those of you listening to this show that don't know who the fuck Larry 2 is, like, first of all, I need you to start listening to my friends at Pardon My Take. Big Cat, PFT, Hank, Liam, the whole group was out here all last week. They were great people. Larry was a goldfish that picked games for them. He died, I think, because of poor care in the New York office. So obviously they had to replace it without letting everybody know that Larry 1 died by bringing in Larry 2 so they don't skip a beat. Larry 2 inevitably
passed away.
He died, but he did very well. He picked a lot of winners. Larry 2 was like, he was an Italian, right? Mm-hmm. Felt like an Italian at Tactical Dixon.
He was a wise guy.
Anyways, this mattress company that I'm currently trying to sell you sponsored the smart goldfish, not the dumb first goldfish. Anyways.
That's pretty innovative.
Right?
Yeah.
Sponsoring a good gambling goldfish?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's next level shit.
Yeah, that's when you know you got your shit together.
Lisa has completely improved the dreaded old school mattress buying experience. So much so that we've invented a tagline for them. Mattresses, mattresses, mattresses. No one wants to spend hours visiting those awkward showrooms where you're forced to spend thousands of dollars on a subpar mattress. Lisa has changed the game so you can now enjoy the comfort of a luxury mattress at a fraction of the price, Shaun. Shaun, do you know what a fraction is?
Yes, I do, Pat. That means only a portion of the original price of the other competitive mattresses that are no longer competitive.
Wow, a percentage is another P word you could have used at that particular situation. The Lisa mattress starts at just $525. It is quickly and conveniently ordered online, made to order, and shipped compressed in a box to your door within days. Unboxing the mattress, guess what? Half the fun.
Half the fun.
That's another fraction.
This is a very mathematical operation here, and I think it's a calculated move to go get one of these.
People forget you sleep 30% of your life. So if we're just going to keep up with these fractions, one third, little less than 1/3, which would be like 3.25 of your life you spend in a mattress sleeping, catching some Z's, counting some sheeps,
laying up,
dreaming,
relaxing.
Sometimes it's a nightmare, but turn those nightmares into dreams with the best mattress of your life with Lisa. Unboxing the mattress takes less than 5 minutes. Not so sure about ordering online? You're a little hesitant? You're like, wait a minute. Everything's purchasable online, but a mattress? I'm just not sure. Lisa provides a 100-night risk-free trial along with free shipping so that you can properly try out the mattress in the comfort of your own home. Don't go to a store, lay on it, and be like, yeah, it's comfortable here just because you really want to get out of there. And then you get in your house, you're like, fuck, I got to spend a little bit less than a third of my life on this mattress? No, you don't. 100-day free trial. No risk. Why wouldn't you try?
Why wouldn't you try?
Why wouldn't you try?
So what makes this mattress different? At Lisa, it's all about the quality. The incredibly comfortable Lisa mattress is 100% American made. Let me go ahead and read that one back.
There's another mathematical statistic I really enjoyed, Pat.
Yeah, that's a fraction that really tickles me where I itch. Lisa mattress is 100% American made and comprised of 3 high-quality foam layers that provide cooling, contouring, and pressure relief. That's 3 things, the only 3 things you need. That's 3 out of 3. That's another fraction for 100% happiness with over 10,000 5-star customer reviews. You can trust that this mattress is the right pick. Go to leesa.com/barstool today to receive an exclusive $100 off the Lisa mattress just for you. $100. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
So now you're only paying a fraction of the price, which is already a fraction of another price. This is 3rd generation fractional pricing, and I don't know why you wouldn't pull the trigger on the greatest mattress you've never slept on before until you try it today at leesa.com/barstool. All right. Brad Nortman got us into football, didn't he?
Yeah, I did.
We started talking about football. It got me all excited about that Jacksonville defense and the special teams coming together and beating the shit out of my old employer. I'm not happy about that. God damn it. Let's get some things together. There's a lot of people living a miserable life right now. If they could figure it out, it'd be great. But the NFL had a wild weekend. A lot of crazy shit happening. My super duper lock lost. And the New England Patriots, Tom Brady, Josh McDaniels let me the fuck down.
How'd you lose a super lock?
It wasn't me.
Hey,
It was another group of men played football poorly.
what group was it?
Who?
Your super duper lock. What group was that?
The Eagles.
You don't bet against Seattle in Seattle.
That's what everybody started chirping me on the Twitter. Oh, it's December in Seattle. It's a different animal. Okay. Yeah, it's a different animal. Carson Wentz is a different fucking animal, too.
Did you see the throw he made, though?
Yeah, I've seen all his throws. What are you talking about? See his throw.
I don't know what time you record.
I didn't see a single throw. What was the throw?
He was being chased from, he was rolling out right, he was being chased from behind, and while he was being tackled, he was basically horizontal with the field,
Like Brad Nortman was?
and he threw it 40 yards down the field on the dime.
For a completion?
Yes.
Like old school Mike Vick stuff?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got to check that out because I haven't seen anything like that since I played in high school, and I was the QB.
And you're watching your own film.
I was just watching my own film.
Have you been getting any calls lately? CFL, NFL, AFL, anybody calling you up?
I've stopped taking the calls because I'm really happy here. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to do it.
Good
Wow,
answer.
we're lucky.
Yeah. I don't have to. I mean, I could be fucking throwing balls right now in several states.
Yes, so many states. Even international. You could be up there in Canada slinging the rock for all them fucking maple syrup motherfuckers up there.
I mean,
Stop at the Sundowner? Huh, Diggs?
Think about it.
Stop down there at the Sundowner?
Ain't
Couple Looney Toonies?
Go down there, ain't a bad idea.
Get a little dildo party out there?
Yeah, you should think about it.
You should think something you should think about thinking about. Maybe getting your little pickle picker down there at the Sundowner.
maybe I will. Maybe I will think about it. Maybe I'll just come back in like a year or something, you know? I mean, I got.
Don't come back. Like, if you go, don't come back.
Well, I'm going to retire. I'm going to retire on top. I'm gonna
From
take
here or from there?
From there.
I'm
gonna
talking about,
go in
like-
1 year, crush it, win MVP, go to the championship game, win MVP,
Warren Moon style.
walk it off, and then live to tell the story.
Know that you are not welcome back here after you do
After
that.
my championship fucking run,
Yeah,
You
we
know
don't
what?
want, we don't want to deal with you after that. We've all decided. We've
my
all,
championship run, you guys are gonna fucking
No, we don't
give
want
me
to
the
deal
cold
with.
shoulder after my
Yeah, we talked about it.
the most memorable season in CFL history. I can't come fucking.
You're making it even worse for what the reason why we don't want it.
I'm sorry, I thought this building bred champions.
We do. It doesn't mean we want them back.
That's what I was going to say.
Diggs. All right, Diggs. Every week, except for last week because we were in New York. Quick hits with Diggs, Monday through Wednesday. Is it still to Wednesday? Is
Yeah,
it still 3 days?
Wednesday. It's still a Wednesday.
Monday through Wednesday at 6 o'clock.
6:01 now.
6:01 because it doesn't look like it's scheduled. It's a little personal touch. It's a good move. You're welcome, by the way. Quick hits with Diggs, Monday through Wednesday. All your NFL needs come through one source and one source only. He's a Paisan from Plum Borough. He's a representative of Coach Diggs and beautiful Diane DeGilio. He's got a younger brother. And it's at Tactical Diggs. He's about to do 40 seconds, which is one play clock. And
40 full seconds.
Yeah, the last time he did this, we all heard it. He cut it off at 25. He was running jet, no huddle offense in this fucking thing. Just a little bit more information, maybe. We'll see. At Tactical Dig, summarizing last weekend's NFL trip. Here in 40 seconds in 3, 2, and...
Vikes, Falcons. Case Keenum definitely sold a soul to the devil. Chiefs, Jets. Hey, ref, fuck your flag. Broncos, Dolphins. Bring back Brock. Colts, Jags. Call 911. Colts have no pulse. Tennessee Titans. Blah. Bucks, Pack. Rodgers soon. So soon. Lions, Ravens. Eating W's. Finally elite. Pats, Bills. Holy fucking anger issues. 49ers, Bears. Jimmy remains undefeated and handsome. Browns, Chargers. Gordon still good. Brown still bad. Giants, Raiders. Good hair. No job. Panthers, Saints. Alvin Kamara can do no wrong.
10
Rams,
seconds.
Cards. Sucked. Eagles, Hawks. Seattle at home is still Seattle at home.
36 seconds. That's a really good job.
Nice work, Diggs. Nice work, Diggs.
So many anger issues in Buffalo.
So many.
Tom Brady yelling at Josh McDaniel. Not happy, by the way. He was not. He was calling the wrong plays in Tom.
Right after they scored a touchdown, too.
Not satisfied.
Not satisfied.
Not satisfied.
Oh, man, real high standards around there.
Bills Mafia is tossing dildos out there. They win. They're happy. Bills Mafia is happy.
Always. They're undefeated.
Their crowd won. Not the game, but the crowd won. And then fucking Rob Gronkowski comes headhunting on old buddy down there, suspended 1 game.
It's so weird that he has a short temper.
Why? You say that?
There's not a lot upstairs, I think.
So you think his small brain fella makes him have a short temper?
Gronk get held. Gronk punish. That was a fucking real cheap shot.
Dude, he was going to
he got
hurt
suspended
him.
a game.
He was going to hurt him for real.
For getting held. It's not like he pushed him after the play or anything like that. He was just getting held a little bit.
Listen, I ain't never been held on an NFL field. So I don't know how angry it'd make you, but boy, I just thought about my butthole. If I'm laying there face down after I just got a pick on Tom Brady, I'm probably pretty excited. My whole body's probably pretty loose at that moment. I just got a pick off of the GOAT, off the fucking GOAT. I just got a pick. I'm excited. Here we are. And then all of a sudden, you got to poop a little bit. I bet I would have pooped a little bit. Gronkowski comes down with that goddamn shoulder right to the back of my
With
head.
his bionic fucking arm.
See you later. I probably pooped my pants right there. Maybe that's what happened. What, he got a concussion, they
He's
said?
in the protocol.
Jesus Christ. Knocked a motherfucker out for getting a pick on him.
Back of the head.
I'm a Gronkowski fan because I think he's so good at football. His 69 stuff is absurd. He's just like the biggest meathead in history.
That's what I'm saying.
He's like Billy Madison, very Billy Madison-esque, that guy. He's so good at football, but I didn't think that Billy Madison would do that to a guy. Like, I didn't think Rob Gronkowski would do that to a guy. That was a very angry, cheap. That was a cheap shot.
He was pissed.
Cheap shot, though. Like, guys, let alone hitting a guy from behind. Hitting a guy from behind who's on the ground, like laying down. That's a wild move. It's a wild move.
How about Case Keenum definitely sold his soul. You can't be like a below 500 quarterback your entire career and then.
So what you're saying is the devil went down to Georgia.
Yes.
He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind. He was way behind. He was looking to make a deal. Is that what you're saying with
Yes.
Case Keenum? He said, "Hi, my name's Case, and I like to play the ball." And the devil said, "Sit on down, son. Let me teach you how to make the call." Like, imagine if that is what happened, because he is fucking lights out, and he's one of the most basic looking motherfuckers on earth. He looks like he could be like related to me. He looks like he's just a basic dude who's out there crushing. And Teddy Bridgewater.
Big Dick Teddy's just waiting.
But remember, they were talking. What you say? He's
You ever see the picture?
no, really?
Yeah.
Hammer time.
Yeah. Ty, did you see it? You had to have seen it.
Yeah, hung like a moose.
A moose from the fucking behind the window. Moose hung like a moose from the window back there. Did you hear that?
lot of moose in Chicago, huh?
So Teddy Bridgewater was supposed to be like they were talking about him before he got hurt, being like an MVP candidate. Do you remember how he was balling in like training camp or something, right? And he just got hurt in practice. And then they traded for Sam Bradford. They were talking about that team winning the Super Bowl with Teddy Bridgewater because the defense was awesome. Teddy Bridgewater was playing at a very high level. Then all of a sudden, bang, bang, he's out. Sam Bradford's hurt. Now Teddy Bridgewater, with all that hype from before, is back. In case Keenum is too hot that they can't bring Teddy Bridgewater in the game, and it makes sense. Like, nobody's like, yep, you're right.
Maybe he's the next Tom Brady.
Case Keenum.
Yeah. Somebody gets Gets
So
hurt, he
is
comes in.
Teddy Bridgewater going to be the next Drew Bledsoe then?
Yeah,
Like, you
he's
think
going to retire. He's going to be done. He's done.
It's forever. Case Keenum just fucking Tom Brady'd you. Or Ben Roethlisberger did it too. Tommy
Maddox.
Tommy Maddox. Guy
Tommy had
got
to go
hurt.
back to selling insurance.
Tommy Maddox got hurt out of nowhere. Big Ben
Old
comes
Tommy
in.
gun. I liked him.
I like Tommy too. He
Where is Drew Bledsoe these days?
probably selling wine. I think he has a big
Yeah,
wine.
he owns a vineyard.
His brain's scrambled. He's just drinking wine up there.
What a great gig, just right into a vineyard. Oh, just sipping on the finest wines. The finest wines.
What would you consider the finest wine, by the way? Like,
Hey, what's
the
your
palate?
what's your
the twen-
favorite one?
Yeah, what's the $20
My
chef?
favorite wine personally, or we talk, I mean,
Yeah, personally. What the fuck? Yeah, don't pick me my favorite.
I'm a big Pinot Noir guy.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
I like a little sweetness, not as much dry. No, it's not as dry.
Is
You know
that
what I
like the
mean?
Bud Light of wines?
No.
I just want to know what the Bud Light of wines is. That's what
Bud
I
Light of
wanna-
wines comes in a box.
Franzia.
Franzia.
Franzia. I did a lot of. I spent a lot of time with Mr. Franzia. I don't know
Slap
what
it.
slapped the shit out of that bag. Just stole so much happiness from the next day, though. That hangover, the boxed wine hangover, was absurd. But that party was, you rented happiness from the next day when you were doing the Franzia thing. I got to the point where I was drop kicking it. You know what I mean? Hold it up, and I'm gonna do like a roundhouse kick with it, and then I'm gonna smack the bag and then chuck it with my foot.
You know what else is a bad hangover? You're the only person drinking vodka in the entire suite, and for some reason there was a bottle and a half gone.
Got a chance to go to the Big Ten Championship this past weekend. I don't know if you were the only one drinking vodka, were you?
I was
know,
going
but
to say I was
was a
made
heavy
quite a few
pour.
of those as well.
I had a few vodka sodas.
We had
Vodka
a
Sprites.
suite. We had a suite for the Big Ten Championship, and I learned that the Ohio State fan base would walk right into Syria and fight ISIS if Urban Meyer told them. They would walk right into that fucking country. They were sitting there mouthing along the sounds of the band. Like the Ohio State fan base is all the fucking way in and ready to do whatever, whenever for Urban Meyer. They're ready for whatever.
Those big college programs like Notre Dame, Penn State, Ohio State, down south, I'm sure Alabama, stuff like that, they are very much cults. They are.
The brainwashing is, I saw a grown man that had tattoos on his arm, like a goatee. Looks like a guy who would make fun of every young person on earth and generation, like for snowflakes and being soft and shit. And as soon as that band started something up, he was at attention and he was singing along. He was singing along. It wasn't even like it was incredible to watch. It was incredible. He had remember the pimp suit dudes? There was two dudes in pimp suits, this old white lady with him.
Yeah.
It was an incredible situation. They were singing along.
Yeah, they all knew the songs.
Everybody.
The only people that kind of dropped the ball were the people that the last O. And maybe it was we were in the wrong place.
No, it's because
they
it's
were in the
back
Wisconsin section.
Yeah, that was the Wisconsin. So the O-H-I and then the last O is
Yeah.
also next to another O too. You got to think about that
Yeah.
because as it goes around the stadium, those of you that don't know, the entire stadium is littered with these cult members. And they one sideline will say O, then an end zone going in counterclockwise motion. The end zone said H, and then where we were, our sideline would scream I, and then the other end zone was filled with Wisconsin people. It was low. And then a new O would come. It was like when you hit the wave and you hit that one rich section where the people won't stand up. That was kind of what it was like with the Ohio thing. It's because that's where the Wisconsin people were.
I'm also a big fuck the wave guy.
You don't like being a part of the wave.
I hate it.
Yeah, because these three.
So much secondhand embarrassment from the wave.
Selfish. Just secondhand embarrassment. What does that even mean?
I just don't like it.
Why don't you like the wave?
What could the wave had possibly done?
I'm
you.
so surprised that you guys are wave guys.
I've never been a part of one.
I used to start
I
it
think
in high school football.
it's a real try hard move.
I didn't play my last fucking year. I fucking would start the wave.
Yeah, he just took a shot. Dude. I don't know if you heard it here just a couple seconds
I
ago.
feel like I love doing the wave.
If
That's
you
why
like
it's
the
a
wave,
thing.
if you like the wave, you also like 1960s bathing suits. I think that's what's the situation.
I'm
here.
cool with those.
How is that the tie together?
That's the dumbest tie together
How
I've
is
ever
that
heard.
the
Listen,
knot?
people are gonna agree with me on this one. I know this.
Jesus.
No way.
You
Dude,
have some
everybody,
thoughts.
every fucking people
So
love
you have
doing
some
the wave.
thoughts.
Yeah, you have some thought. That lefty for Wisconsin couldn't throw a football
Oh, my
good,
God.
but boy, they were in the game the whole
Horny
time.
Brook.
They were in that game. Ohio State won that game in warmups. It wasn't even close. I told that to Brad Nortman. If you were at that game and you were watching the Ohio State Buckeyes swag all over their half of the field, and then you look over at Wisconsin just trying to figure out where to stand, boy, that game was over in warmups.
What did I tell you? It was a dead giveaway when Ohio State came out in like sweats and hoodies, and then Wisconsin came out full uniform. I said, well, putting the house on Ohio State.
I don't mind the full uniform get up, right? The whole what people are wearing in warmups isn't the thing. But every little individual group for Ohio State had their breakdown, and it seemed as if it wasn't rehearsed. It was just a natural reaction by everybody to do the exact same thing, and there was just so much confidence oozing out of every huddle. JT Barrett, I think, broke down 2 huddles. Urban Meyer broke down the punt team at one point. I'm like, this team is ready to roll. And Wisconsin made it a game. Good for them. Matt Leinart looking quarterback throwing a Tebow. He looked like Leinart with the arm of Tebow.
So perfect.
That is what he looked like. But I learned to love him because he made some big time completions and some big moments. But I don't know how you watch that all year if you're a Wisconsin fan. That would have been tough to watch. But goddamn, the turf guy came out and made a play.
Oh,
Yeah, he
Timmy
did.
Turfs. Timmy Turfs.
Timmy Turfs, he's been around. He was like with the Nationals and some other teams, and he had 70,000 people at first booing him. At first, the reaction inside the stadium was like, get off the field, fucko. And then they realized, like, oh, he literally can't. And then everybody was like, why is nobody helping this dude? There has to be another person that can move rubber pellets.
Somebody with a stamper
Somebody,
thing.
come in.
Come stamp
Maybe a
this.
shovel even. Maybe like one of them fucking curling rugs.
Slap it with the shovel.
Yeah, like the fucking curling, the rake thing.
Yeah.
And then we all cheered for him as he was closing up to the end. And it was like, it was a real team thing that happened. That guy, he was on national TV. I think I'm assuming they had the same exact reactions as us. Like at first, get this guy off the fucking TV. Then it's like, not a bad job, fella. Not a bad job for yourself. And then he saved the game. And
Thank God he didn't call in sick.
he ran out there one other time afterwards. I don't know if it made it on TV. So he ran out again, and he did one final like checkup.
smooth over.
Yeah, a little checkup because that's a big deal. Somebody gets hurt there.
Lawsuit.
Can you get that guys on the show? Let's talk
turf
to
guy?
fucking Timmy Turfs.
I wouldn't mind talking to Timmy Turf.
He got a big standing O after, too.
Yeah.
We were jacked up
Huge.
for that guy because I'm serious. Everybody in there was like, is there nobody that can help this guy? He's just sitting there fucking
Going hard.
in a fishbowl on his hands and knees, pulling out rubber things and like sewing it back together. Wow.
You can't, there's not a machine that just come in there and just be like, just push a whole new piece.
By the way, there's machines doing some wild shit. That stripper robot today that hit Facebook, Diggs, I bet you love that thing.
It only takes Bitcoin, so I can't love it.
I'll tear that robot up.
You see, he was wearing heels too.
Those hips were moving. It was such a, like, like at the next Gen Con or whatever. Bro, there's going to be an entire room of those things. There's going to be a lot of semen dumped all over the floor in there.
I'm gonna walk right into that room of robots and I'm gonna be like, who wanna get fucked? And I'll let the robots fight it out or whatever they do.
Me.
For who gets the, you think just because they're robots, like they're going to want to fuck you?
Fuck me, Shaun.
100%.
You think they're just programmed to fuck whoever?
Well, if it's a fuck robot, yeah.
That robot can dance on a stripper pole. She's going to make decisions. What if you get turned down by a fuck robot? That would be a terrible thing to explain.
That's also gonna be really bad for sales in that department as well. Hey, why don't you, if I could just go out, I could go to a regular bar and do this. I don't need to buy a $30,000 fucking twerking robot that doesn't
To
want
get
to fuck
turned
me
down.
either.
What's it turn you down? Makes you have to work for it. This is wild. The robot that he was jumping over boxes and running and sprinting and shit like that.
The little horsey one?
Yeah, I was like, okay, though, that's an impressive thing. But whatever nerd made this stripping robot, like,
Very human-like movements.
he was dying. Sorry. Or she. That's very fucked up of me. I'm assuming this was a male nerd that made this stripping robot. But imagine how many times he beat his shit thinking about what that robot was going to do to him. Imagine that. Think about that guy like getting it just to, because she twerks. Like she twerked and like rolled her hips and stuff. Like he had to like adjust that at one point to make it the perfect amount. He's like, that stripper, that's a little bit too fast. Let's slow it down a little. Oh, that's the perfect. Yeah. Like there's some creepy fucking scientist judging this robot. And now I bet it's the future. It's going to be like Tesla. People are just going to be plugging their robots into the wall, going to work, coming home. getting a striptease from this robot that ain't got no human parts, and then fucking the face off of it. That's what's going to happen.
I assume somewhere in Asia created this because they are light years ahead on sex bots.
I'd like to see this fucking dude's internet browser history. It's only but like fucked up porn.
Dude.
It's
He
all
definitely enjoys being peed on.
porn and sprockets. This guy just wants some sprockets.
So much oil, WD-40,
Yeah.
WD-40,
robot tools.
some porn, little hip roll movement.
Yeah.
His WD-40, which is Lubriderm, I assume.
He's gonna get some fucking chrome.
What happens when a kicker, like a robot, becomes a kicker? Because that's something that they could probably become. Or a pitcher, a kicker or a pitcher. Like that'll be, because that's just a movement. Like a golfer too. There could be a robot golfer
There already
too.
is.
A plumber, a wrestler. I mean, they're just going to be all of
plumber?
us. They're going to be all of us. They're going to kick us. They're going to kill us all off and just take over our shit and be us.
That's a movie, right? Artificial Intelligence?
Yeah, Will Smith.
Love that guy.
iRobot.
Where's Nick at?
That's also like the basis of Terminator, pretty much.
Who? Terminator.
Terminator, yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, Skynet. That's like the robots killing everyone and taking over the world.
That's Back to the Chopper?
No.
He's in that. You're thinking of Predator.
Yeah.
He says, I'll be back to the chopper.
He says, "I'll be back in Terminator."
Okay, so there.
And
So
get
half.
to the yeah, you're half right.
Okay, and what's the other one? What's the other one?
And the other one is Predator. He says, "Get to the chopper."
Predator definitely ain't as popular as Get to the Chopper. I'm saying, you know how last week some motherfucker asked Chuck Pagano about a Groundhog's Day reference and didn't know what Groundhog's Day was? And then they mocked Chuck for the press conference. Like, the guy who made a reference to something that he doesn't know the reference about, it's on his ass. Like, that should be his job. He texted me telling me that African-American folks ain't never seen Groundhog Day, by the way. After I tweeted out, like, hey, at Mike Wells, you can't just make a Groundhog Day reference and then not get the reference whenever it's replied to you. And he texted me, African American people don't watch Groundhog Day. And I started dying laughing, dying. And then today, Chuck Pagano bought 3 DVDs of Groundhog Day and handed them out to Mike Wells and a couple other reporters. And he's going to do like a full homework assignment, I bet. Like tomorrow in the press conference, you're going to be, okay, Bush, what you learn yesterday? What did you learn about Groundhog Day? There's a deeper meaning if you watch for it. Did you watch for the deeper meaning? Did you get the tale that you should enjoy your life maybe? Because you never know what's going to happen. Maybe you'll go to sleep, you hit your alarm clock, and it's the same day, Groundhog's Day. Does it make sense now, Welsh? Does it make sense?
That's hilarious.
Chuck's on one right now. Chuck Pagano is on one right now. Everybody enjoyed my press conferences earlier. He's about to give real ones. He's about to give. He's giving ones that are today or yesterday was. There's no crying in baseball.
Yeah.
League of Their Own. They asked how the players were handling losing. And he go, you ever see a League of Their Own? You know, Tom Hanks. Yeah. And he starts yelling at a girl about you gotta do this, you gotta do this. And she starts crying, you know, and he says there's no crying in baseball. And then as he gets older, he starts caring about them. So she makes the same mistake again, but now they're friends. So he grits his teeth and just starts shaking. He said, yeah, everybody's mad. Everybody's upset. Yeah, well, we try to find the answers. Chuck is going to be on one for the next 5 weeks. It's going to be incredible. The one after the season ends is going to be righteous. Ooh. Just going to be, when we got here in 212. You know, we had some obstacles. We're ranked 32nd, and we went on a little bit of a run. Here we are today. Who knows? I'm probably not going to be back. We all know that. I'm going to go to Idaho with my family. I'm going to have a good time, probably drink some beers. You ever drink beers? I drink beers. It's pretty good. There's a lot of question and answer with himself. Chuck Pagano's about to be on one for sure. All right, Diggs, anything else going on in the world of football?
No. I think we're good. Well, it's about to be bull season, and bull season is where we make our money. So stay tuned for that.
What, for like picks?
Yeah. There is a game every single day for like 30 days, I think, maybe 25.
And you're good at gambling on them?
Bull season is where you make your money.
Well, I've been making my money on regular season. I can't wait.
I'm going to hit up the Viceroys and see how the fan bases and players feel about interim coaches and new coaches coming. And there's a lot of inside workings if teams are going to try. Did you ever have an interim coach or anything like that for a big game?
Yeah, we did, and we won.
You guys, was it a punting guy?
Yeah, Bill Stewart.
Yeah, but you guys liked him a lot, see?
Yeah, we did.
That's what I'm going to reach out and get that info.
Is the interim head coach liked or hated? That's all you want to know.
Yeah.
Because if he's hated, they ain't going to do shit in that bowl game, is what you said. Mm-hmm. Respect.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Diggs.
Little inside info.
Yes, Ty.
Diggs, before you head out, I forgot to ask you this on Saturday. What's your take? I want to know on the halftime, like the Dr. Pepper thing. I want to know how you feel about that.
You have to go. I love it. It's fucking electric. The girl always wins. Always fucking wins.
I think she won 2 and 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think.
Well, you have to chest pass. You can't throw overhand. You have to chest pass. But the one dude who I saw the video of looked like he literally never even used his arms before.
They do look. Some of them look so terrible. Like, were you not told what you were going to be doing? Have you never turned on the television before?
See, I think it should be voided if they don't. Like, they should move it back and actually have to throw the football.
Yeah,
No chest pass?
Yeah.
yeah, that's been topic of conversation for years, though, right? But that topic of conversation only brings more conversation about it. Because if you move it back and it's just a football toss, the only time they're going to get any action is if one guy hits like a long ball. Now everybody's just talking about how it's not even football, it's a chest pass, and how blah blah blah. It's like it's become its own thing in of itself.
Is.
I fucking love it though.
I enjoy it a lot.
I wish it was closer. All the ones this year were all blowouts.
Yeah, there was no close battles. It's 2017. People just got a lot of quitting them. And they put that number right next to it, too, so you can see how bad you're getting beat by. Those little millennials just call it quits.
It's like the when you go against someone at Pop Shot and they're next to it and you sneak a peek over and you know you're fucking done.
Yeah, you're not done, though. Listen, you play till that final whistle. You play all the way through. If that motherfucker did it, so can you. Comeback time is right around the corner. Your next shot's your best shot. You never know when you're going to get hot, so just keep on swinging. Keep on swinging.
I got to get out of here on that because I am fucking fired up and ready to go.
Run through a wall. Just know that buying tickets can be complicated and confusing, but there is a simpler way to buy with SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the smartest, easiest way to get tickets to every type of live event. Whether you're catching your favorite musician on tour, Diggs, who's that?
Lil Wayne.
In 2017, that's your favorite musician. Lil Wayne is your favorite musician in 2017.
Yeah.
Is he alive? I think Lil Wayne might be dead right now. Is Lil Wayne alive? I haven't heard anything from Lil Wayne.
That might be my worst on-spot answer of all time.
I think he moved to an asteroid.
There's a chance that he is he went to jail, came back out as a skater boy, then he launched Truck Fit, in which I think he got even more rich. Last year I made $100 million flat. I mean, I think he just disappeared. And that is your favorite musician in the year of 2017, almost.
Yeah, because he watches football games and bets it all on one play.
Shopping for the perfect gift or just searching for a last-minute deal to see your favorite team, SeatGeek helps you find the best seat at the best prices. Fully guaranteed. Nothing beats being live in person for the biggest plays of the year, and SeatGeek will get you closer to the action for a great value. SeatGeek is designed to make your ticket buying experience easier than ever. SeatGeek saves you time and money by searching multiple ticket sites to compare prices and find amazing deals for you. Let them help you.
Help them help you.
Wow.
Why wouldn't you try?
Make SeatGeek your go-to app for finding the best deals on every type of ticket, from sports and concerts to comedy and theater. Get $10 off your first SeatGeek purchase. Download the SeatGeek app now and enter promo code PAT. That's $10 off with promo code PAT off your first SeatGeek purchase. If you're getting a ticket to something, you might as well get the best possible ticket at the best possible price from the best ticket place on earth, SeatGeek. Geeks do a lot of great things. Let the SeatGeeks take care of you whenever you're looking to take care of you.
Seated geeks have been reliable.
What's that, Diggs? Thanks for everything. I want to let you know you really walked out on a real banger there. Favorite musician, Lil Wayne. Was good.
Crushing.
Good luck out there, man. All right, that's today's show. We appreciate you so much for joining us. From myself, at Shaun Latham, at Evan Foxy, at Ty Schmidt, at Tactical Diggs. That was a terrible answer. That was favorite musician. There's so many.
He should have said Frankie Valli. What do you think you are, Frankie Valli or something?
See, any answer is better than the one he gave. Like the one you just gave, better than his.
Yeah.
Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed your Tuesday with us. We appreciate you for listening. We will see you on Thursday with a big-time guest. Big guest. Big. Tell your friends to tell their friends to listen to the show on Thursday because we got a big-time guest, a guy that has over 1 million Twitter followers. Think about that. over 1 million people follow him on a social media network.
Well, what are you going to do? You going to interview yourself, Pat?
Great question, Shaun. I'll let you know more on Thursdays.